Okay. Just let me know when to go. Okay. Yeah. All right, hey folks, I hope everyone is having an all right evening. I think that's all we can say. Not a good evening with how many power outages and then just how many people have been affected. So I hope everyone's staying safe tonight and is doing what they're supposed to be doing under the curfews that are now in effect across some of our major counties. I just wanted to hop up here with a quick breaking news update here. We got a chance to hear from Georgia Power, and just in the last 10 minutes or so, we have learned that Georgia Power has notified us that 95% of Augusta region will have power by October 5th. So that's finally a time frame that we've gotten. It's a first solid number, first solid date that we finally received from a power company here. Unfortunately, on the South Carolina side, we've heard no updates from Dominion Energy for a lot of you. We know we're still waiting to hear from them on any restoration date here. But again, 95% of Augusta region, the Augusta region will have power by October 5th. So maybe some light at the end of the tunnel. I just know that it's been a tough day for a lot of people across our region, just dealing with power outages, down trees. We know a lot of you guys had trees fall on your homes, on your cars. It's been a struggle to get gas, people trying to get food, trying to get to the hardware store. So we acknowledge all of that, and just hang in there. I think we're going with the Augusta Strong motto at this point here, as people are just trying to find their way after this terrible storm that's made its way through the region. But again, if you're just joining us here, we're getting a solid date from Georgia Power here, saying that 95% of the Augusta region will have power by at least October 5th here. So maybe some good news, maybe not, depending on what you thought the timeline would be here. But it's about a week from now. So they're saying by around 11:45 p.m. on October 5th. So we know how much work they have to do, as you're seeing from some of the images here. Just so many down power lines. Power lines are basically snapped in half, thrown like they were twigs or toothpicks at this point, trees on power lines. I think the major point here is that these power companies can't go in and do what they do until these trees are removed from the lines that are across the roads that we've seen all over the place. I had the chance to visit North Augusta today. I'm from the area. I live over there. and it's just unbelievable. We were live earlier in the Hammond Hill area, and that's probably one of the hardest hit areas that we've seen, just with trees on houses everywhere. It's unbelievable. I know we sound like a broken record at this point, but it's just devastating. Every homeowner we talk to, they say they've never seen something like this before. Over in North Augusta, we saw several helicopters doing surveys, is what we're assuming that they're doing, flying low above the ground there, trying to get a bird's eye view of some of that damage that we saw. National Guard troops are out there working hard to remove some of those trees from the roadways so that people can get out. But again, city, county officials are telling you guys, state leaders even saying to stay off the roads if it's not necessary. I know that's hard to do because a lot of us are trying to get food and water, maybe weren't prepared for this. I don't think anyone could be prepared for this, but just if you don't have to be on the roads, do not go out. It's just causing chaos for a lot of the workers out there that are trying to get work done, as well as the law enforcement side of things. I mean, resources are so limited. Another thing that we want to stress, and that people are telling us, is that those intersections where there are traffic lights, again, we sound like a broken record, that is a four-way stop. So when you go up to that, even if there's no cars there, you have to stop. That's how it works. So that's another thing that they've really wanted to stress to us. And then really patience. I mean, that's another big thing. When you're coming up to those lights and there's a lot of people that are backed up, it's just have some patience here. We know the gas stations, the lines are super long right now. Everyone's trying to get in there to get gas for their generators, chainsaws, their cars even. So just be nice to one another. That's the biggest thing that we can say here. And then have some patience. Again, it's not going to help any matter. It's not going to make the matters any better. We know everyone's frustrated. It's just going to take some time to get these things on. But again, if you're just joining us, we've now gotten an update from Georgia Power where they're saying 95% of the Augusta area, the Augusta region, will have power by at least October 5th here. If you go on the Georgia Power website, I think that they've updated it where they now say that the restoration time is that October 5th time frame. So we'll see if they make that. You may be disappointed by hearing that timeline, depending on when you thought that the power may come on. Here's a look at the power outage here from Georgia Power. It's just so widespread from Atlanta all the way to Augusta here, and then you cross the river over into South Carolina, and it's the same story all the way from Greenville down to Charleston. So we know crews are out there. We've seen images of mass amounts of line trucks parked in parking lots waiting to deploy across the area. We know they're out there. But if you don't have to be on the roads, do not go out there. We know there's curfews for Aiken County and Richmond County as well. But just wanted to share that quick update with you guys. We know everyone's stressed out. We know everyone's working as hard as they can to get everyone power. And we will try to share with the community where you can get some food and where there are resources as we find out. And another thing, we know we've been getting some emails and calls about some of our other areas outside of the metro in Augusta. It's so hard for us to get to those areas because gas is so limited, cell service is so limited. So for us to get outside of the Augusta area is also very difficult. We have to make sure we have that cell service because we have to make sure we're safe as well before we can come and see some of the damage and get some of those resources out to you guys to help share those stories. So again, we're doing the best that we can. Those crews out there, the linemen, the tree crews, they're doing the best that they can out there. I know that may not be something that you want to hear, but they will get to you at some point. Just want to, again, I know we have people coming in and out of the stream, so just reiterating, Georgia Power saying the Augusta region will have 95% of the power restored by October 5th. So just about a week from now. So it's going to take some time. We'll all hang in there. Again, we're doing the best we can. Everyone else is doing the best that they can. And we will share those resources in the community as they become available. We'll be back out there in the morning, early in the morning, and then throughout the afternoon as well, sharing some of those updates and trying to share some of those resources as well. So again, if we get any other major update, we'll try to hop on here and bring those to you as quickly as we can. So we just want to make sure that everyone's staying safe. Again, adhere to those curfews that are across the county as well. You can stay up to date on our website, our app, and our Facebook page as well.